Doug and Shay, the National Weather Service office here in Louisville, has been extremely hard at work all day surveying the damage from yesterday's storm. Right now we are in the Newburgh neighborhood and the damage is extensive. In fact, if you take a look behind me there, you can see that cleanup crews just arrived just within the last couple of minutes to work on that giant tree that's down on a power line. Unfortunately, that's a common scene in this neighborhood. This neighborhood is where 2 tornadoes have been confirmed. One touchdown just south of the Newburgh Post Office and ended at the Van Hoos Education Center. It was determined to be 100 yards wide, 90-mile-per-hour peak wind. The other one started just east of the Post Office Distribution Center and ended at the Yum headquarters on Gardner Lane. That was 75 yards wide and wind around 95 miles per hour. You can see trees are down on power lines, car windows have been smashed, roof damage all over the place. The street lights surrounding these areas also without power at this time. Now taking you to the Pleasure Ridge Park, that's where a high-end EF1 with 110 mile per hour wind heavily damaged an apartment building and displaced dozens of residents. This was one of the hardest hit areas in the metro. One man did lose his life in the storm after a tree fell on him, but just to clarify, it has not been confirmed whether that death is directly related to the tornado itself. Also, the area just to the south of Brandenburg, Kentucky was struck by an EF1 tornado. Several cedar trees were uprooted or snapped along with roof damage. The tornado was on the ground for approximately 50 yards before lifting. Damage surveys, of course, take many components into account before determining the strength of that tornado. As meteorologist in charge John Gordon tells us, one large tree could be down, but then it could be surrounded by untouched ones.
If you look around, there's little dinky trees next to it that are fine. So you probably have 2 or 3 small little funnels inside the main cell, and where it hits, you get damage like this.
Now, thankfully, we can rest easy for a little bit as the WHAS 11 First Alert Storm Team is tracking a quieter and warmer pattern ahead, which Ben will tell you about coming up here in just a couple of minutes.